Hi there. Well, I haven't done a video for a while, but I was inspired by something I did the other day. For some reason, I put this beautiful eggplant, you know, the beautiful eggplanty purple color, in the freezer instead of the refrigerator. So now I've defrosted it, and now I have this. Okay, not so pretty. So, what do we do? Well, let's see what it looks like. Cut off the little cap. Oh, brown, but it smells like eggplant. Very spongy. Oh, very watery. So eggplants have very high water content, which means well, I don't know. This might be all right. Some people said it's ruined. I don't know if I can peel it when it's like this, though. Let me try. I'm thinking it's not going to work very well. Oh no, this will be, yeah, this isn't going to work. And it doesn't feel like it wants to, like, scrape out. So, I was ready to do something to fry it, but I think what I'm going to do is, squeeze it out first. Woo! Huh. I guess I can cook it with the skin on. I think I need to salt it to get the liquid out of it. Oh my god, there's already like half a cup of liquid. Well, let's see. I'm going to poke around and see. One thing I was thinking, it's still pretty cold inside, almost still icy. I'm thinking I might want to roast it. That will dry it out, and then see if it still tastes good. Obviously it doesn't look so pretty right now, but I hate to waste it. So we'll see what happens, shall we? I'll be back. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to squeeze as much liquid out as I can. Well, yeah, I'll, not go nuts, but, I don't want to, like, squeeze all the seeds out of it, so that should do it. I'm going to roast it. I just put a little parchment paper on. I'm going to do this I have a toaster oven with convection, just because convection's always good when you want to do something quickly. And yeah, I'm going to roast this half and a little water in there, huh? Okay, those are going to get roasted. I'm going to probably poke a few holes even though it's cut in half. And the rest of it I am going to, just for ha-has, squeeze out liquid. And then I'm going to, on the recommendation of somebody in the Simply Homemade New England site, just in a very, well, I'm not going to use this big pan. I'll put in a smaller one. And just see what happens if I saute it with some onions and whatever, and garlic, and see what happens. So, well, you want a cup of eggplant juice? Well, I will probably discard that. But anyway, okay, well, I'll be back once I get something else going. Okay, well, here we are. I have 1.5 of the eggplant roasting at 425 in the convection oven for 45 minutes or so. Probably check it sooner than then. I'm gonna I switched to a smaller pan, smaller amount, doing my usual whatever amount of olive oil. Not a big one I'm measuring, that's why I don't bake often. Okay, so I have onions and garlic, tomato and eggplant that I'm just gonna stir fry in here and see what happens. So I can't get this skin off. I guess I could painstakingly, that's not so hard, maybe I'll do that. Slice it off. I couldn't peel it. I just feel like I'm going to miss a lot of the, I'll have some of it on. Yeah, getting the peel off is going to be hard, so I'm just going to do it as is, and I like bitter melon, so I might like eggplant skin, unless it's really tough. It's a 1.5 pounder, so we'll see how it is. Yeah, it's kind of ugly, the color, but, well, we'll see what happens. Cook it, and I'll try anything. If you have time in your hands, you can look at another video of me trying mealworms and crickets dried. They're actually kind of good. So, Anyway, I didn't want to waste the eggplant if possible, so see what happens. And I'll report back to my Facebook group. So I guess you don't need to watch me saute. I'm sure you all know how to saute. But I will do that and we'll see how it tastes. Thanks. Be back. Hold on. I'm not a professional. Oops. Turn off the fan, Wendy. Oops. And the light. Okay. So it's been cooking a couple minutes. I added maybe about a third of a teaspoon of salt, if that. Cook. It smells like something. I'm going to add the tomatoes. Oh, sorry, it makes you dizzy. Yeah, and then see what happens. I'll cook these suckers down, put some more salt to draw the moisture out of the tomatoes, and see what happens. And here's my theory. Maybe because the eggplant was frozen, the molecules burst because of the water, and maybe the skin won't be so tough. We'll find out. Well, I'd say this is a success. The skin is not that tough. It's really not tough at all. I think maybe being frozen made it so the skin wasn't as tough. Doesn't seem that bitter. I'll do a close-up with my cell phone too, but yeah. Garlic, onion, tomato, salt and pepper. I keep thinking I might want to... Here, you can... Oh no, that's a voice recording. You don't need me to record a song right now. Here, you can watch me the video that I'm going to put into the video. I know, I'm very silly. Okay, so here we go. Look at that. Doesn't look bad. Nice and brown. It's actually quite tasty. So, yeah, this works. Yes, I am not a professional. And obviously no one does my makeup. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. And I have some frozen brown rice in the fridge, in the freezer. I have to make sure I keep freezer and refrigerator clear, you know, that I can defrost and have this over. But, you know, I just cut it in half. It's, skin's not tough at all. I'm not finding it. I'm trying just skin. A little hot. Not bitter. Now, just so you know, I don't typically cook with eggplant, so I was gonna make easy Greek style eggplant recipe. I don't think the frozen would work because you really need to peel it and chop it into cubes. Although I guess you can freeze it and then just chop it up and not worry about peeling it. Huh. I should have tried that. But anyway, I'm gonna get a fresh eggplant tomorrow from Farmer Dave's, so I will make the recipe, but in a pinch I could have used the frozen eggplant for it, really, because with the skin on you can still cut it into cubes and whatnot. And yeah. So I'll be back once we see how it comes out. It's still doing its 45 minutes roasting the other part of it, so we'll see how that goes. So, see, I made a mistake by freezing it, and now I found out for everybody that if you freeze it, it's okay. So I guess that would count. I'm sure they get frozen in the field, right? If there's a frost, probably not rock hard, but you might as well finish it off and keep them in the freezer and pull them out when you need them. Okay, I'll have to try that. I'll have to buy one and put it in the freezer like 6 months and see how it is when I take it out. Why not? Oh. Well, here I am back again. Actually, I let this cool off. I was actually watching a webinar when this was finishing off and then cooling off. So here's what the sauté looks like. It's nummy, I have to say. And talk with my mouthful. So here it is. I roasted the I guess the trick is, can I peel it? Now it peels, but I bet this is pretty soft too. The skin's good. I'm tempted to leave. If I'm going to puree it, let's try this. It's not bitter. I don't think. So I'm tempted. Do I peel the skin off and puree it, or do I... Okay, yeah, just in case. So, Let's scrape this off, I guess. Kind of like you do the butternut squash. But I may not be able to, I don't know. Eh. Oh, come on. I'm just going to keep the skin on. Okay, so I'm going to puree this. And, well, I'm going to cut this part off. Well, cut off anything that feels tough. But I'm just going to puree the whole thing and see how it tastes. Because we know what regular tastes like. Okay, well, anyway, I'll be back. Okay, so I decided I am going to make you watch me peel it, because you know what? You actually can get the skin off and not lose, you really not lose anything. Just kind of trying to think of what I've done that feels like this. And you're just getting just under. And you know what? If I miss a little bit, I don't think it's going to matter, because the skin really, as I said, doesn't taste bad at all. But I just have a feeling there'll be enough essence of some kind of bitterness if I put too much of it in. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I'm going to just do this in a mortar and pestle, because I don't feel like having half of it get stuck in the blades and you're not really using it. So, disclaimer, this is the first time I've used this mortar and pestle. It's new. And believe me, I have never made a dip in it, but, you know, hey, I'm going to try it. Why not? This is all, hey, you know, people are telling me to just throw this eggplant away because I froze it. That's okay. Because really, I think it really gets rid of the tough skin problem if you freeze it first, because, you know, all those cells full of water burst, and that's going to make it more tender, I would think. It's my theory. Oops. I don't think the skin will pestle very well, so. Okay. Oh, ooh, don't miss that. Okay. Yeah, that's coming off pretty well. Yeah, just get, I'm trying to think, what have I done that you're pulling it off like that? I can't think. Can't think right now. Something. Okay. I'm not going to make you watch me do this all day. That's skin. Okay, so here we go. I have eggplant. I'm going to go wash my hands. My sink is falling apart. But here it gets. If you don't hold on while you turn it off, the whole thing goes boo boo. That's not a good thing. So, okay. And disclaimer, when I'm cooking for others, I tie my hair back. I just didn't feel like it right now. Okay. Don't want this to be like a totally long. I'm just going to, oh, great. Well, great concept, that arthritis. Here, I'm going to add some tahini. So I'm just going to, I'm not using a recipe. I'm just doing, I know it has lemon juice, tahini. So let's add some tahini. I don't want to overwhelm it, but I'm going to add a little extra of the oil. Okay, a little lemon juice. Again, it's not that much, so I'm just going to put maybe, I don't know, whatever. Oh, garlic. I roasted a garlic. Oops. Well, that's not good. It's not mushy. Well, I don't have any roasted garlic to put in here, but I have something else. Well, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I just didn't feel like pulling out an electric machine, and I mean, how they used to do it. Had to be mortar and pestle or something, right? Ooh, maybe this will work. Well, maybe not so good with the stringy eggplant. I'm sure it would work fine if I were making, you know, hummus with chickpeas. That's all right. I'm just kind of seeing how it works here. Oops, I need a, well, let's put it right here. No roasted garlic. But you know what I'm going to do? Here's my secret. I'm going to put a little of this in. It's harissa. Figured, why not? It's in the fridge. I haven't used it for a while. Ooh, nice red color. Okay, well. I'm going to do this for a while, and I'll be back for the final. Excuse me, finale. Okay. Well, I say success for dip. It's a, and I just, okay, if you're using a mortar and pestle, it's more pounding than pestling. This is kind of cool. I have 2 sizes of sriracha that I've used for years, but I never had a mortar and pestle. Well, I have one, but it's wood. It was used back in my leading pagan ritual days. But this is better for, yeah, it works well. So look at this. It's a dip. A little stringy because it's, you know, it's eggplant and it wasn't put through, I could have used my NutriBullet, but I didn't want to have to clean the NutriBullet. This will be so much easier to clean. And so here, I'm going to put on a cracker. Here, I think you can see it if I do it like this, but it's, I already took a spoonful, and it's got that silky feel that you want from a roasted eggplant. Let's try it with a cracker. That's good. I mean, I was just throwing ingredients together. I think maybe a little too much lemon juice, but I wasn't using a recipe. But yeah, I think you can definitely use this as a basis for baba ghanoush, and obviously you can use it for a stir fry. And I'd even go so far that given that the skin gets tender from being frozen, I could have used that in my easy Greek style eggplant recipe, which calls for a 1.5 pound eggplant cut into cubes. I'm thinking it may not make as well. I don't know. It's the same amount of fiber. Who knows? Maybe I would lower some of the other ingredients based on that. But yeah, it works. So if you freeze an eggplant, just in case, you know you can use it. So there, mystery solved. And I'm going to finish my cracker after I turn off the camera. Bye.